Hi everyone. Today I am here to take one class on function overloading. So because of COVID-19 situation, we are here to conduct the online classes. So last 2-3 months are very critical. I think you all are safe and fine. So today rain is also coming. Atmosphere is very good. We can make it more beautiful. So already discussed about function overloading. In this chapter, there are three concepts are there: function overloading, inline function, friend function. So already we have discussed the friend function also, inline function also, function overloading also. So now I want to take one programming example based on function overloading. Okay. So before that, see definition. What is definition of function overloading? So what is definition of function overloading? What do you mean by function overloading? Two or more functions have same name but differ in number of arguments or type of arguments. Two or more functions can have same function names but differ in number of arguments or type of arguments. So that is called as a function overloading. Okay, means in one program we can take more than one functions and all functions name should be same, but we have to make the changes in types of arguments or number of arguments. So let us see an example for function overloading. I will take here for example int sum int a comma int b. This int is a return specifier. Sum is a function name. Int a is the first argument. Int b is the second argument. This is one function or a function. So we take one more function here. Float sum float x comma float y. Okay, this is the first function. This is the second function. Both functions are having same name. Sum. First function also having same sum. Second function also having the sum. Means two functions are having the same name. Means the arguments. First one is having the int type. Second one having the float type. First one having the two arguments. Second also having the two arguments. See the definition. Function overloading means what? Two or more functions have same name but differ in number of arguments or type of arguments. At least one condition should be satisfied. It should be changes in number of arguments or changes in types of arguments. Both these functions are having the same number of arguments. First is also having the two arguments. Second also having the two arguments. Arguments are same, but change in the types of arguments. First is having the int type. Second is having the float. So here changes are there. So it is you can call as a function overloading. For this you can call as a function overloading because the definition will be satisfied here. If it is having two or more functions, you are having two functions. Both functions name is same, sum. First is having the int type, second is having the float type. Over. But if you will write like this, instead of writing that, if you write like this, again I will write here int sum int x int y. This is not a function overloading. This is not a function overloading because function name is same, number of arguments are also same, and type of arguments are also same. So this is not a function overloading. You have to change it arguments. It should be number of arguments or type of arguments. Suppose I will write here int y int z. So this is function overloading. This you can call it a function overloading. Why? Because function name is same, type is also same, but differ in number of arguments. First one is having only two arguments, and third one is having the three arguments. So this you can call it the function overloading. means at least one condition should be satisfied. Number of arguments or type of arguments. Here types of arguments are same, number of arguments are different. In previous example, number of arguments are same, types of arguments are different. Okay, so this is called as a function overloading. This is called as the function overloading. So let us see. I will write a program here. On C++ program right here. Write a program to compute value of cube, cone and cylinder using function writing short FO means function overloading, using function overloading. So first of all, I will write a header file. You know the header file as include iostream dot h. Then second one hash include folio dot h. Then our class. Class is a keyword. Class is a keyword. Now we can take function name. I will take your class name. I will take your fun over. I will write it short. In short, I will take function name is the fun over. Then this function will get open. This function will get open. Then first I will take here. You have to write three functions. One function is for cube, another function is for cone, and another function is for a cylinder. We have to take three functions. We have to apply the function overloading concept. We have to apply the function overloading concept. So public so first I will write code for cube. Find the cube of a number, value of cube. So here we have to take one function for cube. So I will take here int and I will take function name as a value. I will take function name as a value. Okay. So value is our function name. So here we have to take the argument in A. Why? Because to find the value of cube, function is A into A into A. To find the value of cone, pi r square h divided by 3. And for cylinder, pi r square h. So this is the formula to find the cylinder, cube and cone. Okay, that's it. This function is open. Return A into A over. This is code for finding the value of cube. Then second for cone. So I use a return as a double. Function name should be same as the value. Then I will take their arguments. So arguments I will take here double R double H, double R and double H. Okay, then return. So see the formula pi r square h divided by 3. So divided by 3 means 0.33 is equal to 0.33. I'll take it first. Then pi value 3.142 into r square means r into r, then h into h. So this is for finding this function for finding the cone. This is for function finding the cone. Then one more for cylinder. One more for cylinder. So again I will write here in short double value double L, I will take as a L, Okay, I will take as here L because I have taken R and H. Already we are using the R and H, so I can take different variable. I will take a L. Okay, then for H I will take as a B, but here I will take it as a L. I will take as a B. B is also one variable, L is also one variable. Then the formula for that already know that one, return C pi r square 3.142 into R into R into H into R into R into H. Sorry, I will take it as real. I will take it L and B. L B. Close the class and close the class. See, this is function how it is. See, all the function names are same. Int value, void value, void value. Function names are same. All the three functions are having the same name. It's value, value, and value. But different number of arguments or types of arguments. In first function, is having the only one arguments, that is int type. In second function, is having two arguments, both are double type. Means this is int type, this is double type, or this function only. And next third function, this is a double R and double H. This is a double R L and int B. Number of arguments are same, but types of arguments are different. Number of arguments are same, but types of arguments are different. So this is called as a function overloading. This is called as a function overloading. The next thing, main function. How this function will be invoked? How this function will be invoked? Whenever you will pass the arguments, based on arguments, the such functions will get invoked automatically. So I will write here only y or domain. Fun over, using this class name, I will create the object fun over, then f is the object, then cout. I will write here the first function cout value of q. First you have to find the value of q. So here we can call to the object f dot value, first function f dot value. Value is the function name, f dot value. And here we have to pass the arguments. Int a means you have to pass real number, for example, n or m. Then second function was this one, code cout value of code f dot value. The function name is same. Now we have to give two values, that is double R and double H. Double R, double H. Two values you have to give in fraction, with fraction. For example, 2.0 comma 3.0 like this. And last one, cout value of cylinder. F dot value. Here I have to give again two variables, that is L double L and int B. One is with fraction, second is without fraction. So for example, 3.0 comma 4 over get C. Close. Now see, when you see all the functions names are same. F dot value, F dot value, F dot value. All are same. Then how this function will get invoked? How this function will get called? See, we are given here 10. Only one argument we have passed. That is real number, that is 10. When we give only 10, only one argument, see which function will get invoked automatically? these are having two arguments, this is also having two arguments, and first is having the only one argument. And then give this one value, then automatically this function will get invoked. Automatically this function will get invoked. When you only value, this will be get invoked. And you will pass 2.0, 3.0. And you will pass 2.0, 3.0. See, function names are same, object is also one. You are given values 2.0, 3.0. You are given two floating point number. See, this is integer number, it will not get invoked. This is last one. It is the integer. First one is the floating point number, second one is the integer number. This is also not invoked. Now here, this is also floating point number, this is also floating point number. Both are having fractions. So when you pass this argument, then automatically this function will be get invoked. And lastly, when you pass 3.0 and only 4, means one is a floating point number and second is a real number. When you pass this number, this one will not get invoked because it has only one argument. Second will also not invoked because both are having the fraction numbers. So last one is having what? One fraction, one integer number. So when you give this argument, the third one will get invoked automatically. So this is called as function overloading. Means a one function can have two or more functions with same name value, but different number of arguments or types of arguments. But different number of arguments and types of arguments. Now how it will be invoked? Based on its arguments. How you will pass the arguments? Based on that arguments, this function will be get invoked. This statement will be get invoked. So this is about what? Function overloading. So this is one small try to clear your concept about function overloading. Again, if you don't understand or related to this function overloading program, if you have any queries, you can send a message in WhatsApp groups. Okay? If it is good, then also send a message. If it is bad, then also send a message and show which requirement is there for it. I am trying my level best to explain. Thank you.